We wanted to do something special for New Year's Eve to really mark the end of a very challenging year. But this is no easy thing, so after several hours of searching, we finally found a cabin at a Delaware state park that was actually dog-friendly. So we booked the weekend for New Year's, we headed down to Cape May to wait for the ferry, and then we were going to head into Delaware for a fun New Year's weekend. Those are the last few rays of light from 2020. The sun just went under the horizon, and you can't see the ferry from here. And we have the car all packed. Redford's here. It's actually, oh, hi. So we're just waiting to get ready to go onto the ferry because we decided we're going to go down to Delaware because all the New Jersey state parks are closed. So we found a state park in Delaware that has a cabin that we can stay at, and it's a dog-friendly cabin, so we're pretty excited about that. Just get out of the house. Taking the ferry from Cape May to Delaware is really an experience in itself, and this was the first time that I've taken the ferry in the winter, and it would be the first time that I've been on the ferry at night, so definitely a different experience altogether.
Actually showed up at 6? Wow.
It's so punctual.
Yeah.
It's
the people that actually showed up on time, she went on first.
I'm still amazed by the fact that you can drive your car or take your RV or all sorts of vehicles onto this giant ship, and an hour later you end up on the other side in another state. It's just a really unique experience. Hopefully next year we'll be able to book a campsite at Assateague Island, and then we'll be able to take the Scamp onto the ferry. Oh boy. Boy Red. This is such a weird experience. I've been on the ferry a couple of times, but I still think it's so weird that you can just drive your car onto a boat or ship and sit in your car and you're parked, but you can like feel the boat moving, and especially at night. This is my first time being on here at night, and you look out and it's just like dark nothingness. It's a very very odd experience. The ferry docked in Delaware and the cars started to unload, including this giant horse trailer with horses in it that was parked next to us on the ship. So you really can take all sorts of things onto this ferry. Then we headed into Delaware and we drove toward Trap Pond State Park, which was a little under an hour from the ferry terminal. And this is a state park that goes around a man-made pond that is a very popular overwintering site for some different birds, including the tundra swan. The cabins and yurts are situated right along the side of the pond, which is so nice, but they don't allow cars to drive up to the cabins, so you have to get a wheelbarrow to bring your stuff from the car over to your cabin.
I know Redford.
Get back. This really is pretty neat.
Yeah, very clean. Bathrooms are very nice.
Are they? Yeah, they look nice.
It's a 5.
It's a 5?
Yeah.
Better than Elk Neck?
Well, yeah,
we'll see how hot they are.
Well, the showers are closed here, but you have to go to Loop C, that's all. They just
okay. So. Okay.
But
there's a loft, too.
Yeah, actually.
Up there. Water?
Yeah.
Oh, to fill? Well, we have 2 for tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I filled them. Okay. Okay, I feel like we really moved in for like a week, not just 3 days. I put all the food in the pantry here. I'm just hoping there's no mice. I know sometimes with these like state park cabins, mice can be an issue. We've got the fridge stocked, Such a nice treat to have a fridge. Your coffee stuff. They give you things to clean. Fire extinguisher. The wood in here is just so pretty. Especially the furniture. It's like this big, chunky, serious log cabin furniture. Red is finally settling down. The people next door also have a dog. It's cabin 9 and 10 that are allowed to have dogs. I turned on the heat, so it's like this baseboard heating. There's one in here and then 2 out there. And then we brought all of our stuff for the bedding because there's just a plastic cover on the mattress, so you have to bring all your bedding. But very cozy in here. Oh, good, there are some hooks. And then I'll show you the outside tomorrow with the little like cute screened porch. We're definitely gonna have to come back here in the summer. Maybe bring the kayaks because I think it's just nice to do something a little bit different. We love the Scamp, of course, but this is just a fun way to spend New Year's Eve and do something different to start off hopefully a better year. I took Redford out for our first early morning walk of the new year. We wanted to go over and see the pond in daylight and check out the cedar swamp. Then we headed back to the warmth of the cabin. And we used the maps that they left for us. It was actually really nice when you check in, you go to your cabin, and they have a little packet waiting for you with a binder that has information about the hiking trails, a big full-color map, which makes it easy to sit down and take some time to plan your day. Then we got ready to head out and explore this new park, even though it was pretty cold and getting ready to rain soon. They have one of these at the end of each of the camping loops, which is really neat. Oh, he doesn't like the dock? No. Red, you're okay. He's like, what is this? That was like the first time he saw an elevator.
Yeah. A little weird.
Good boy. Go ahead.
Good boy.
What is this?
It's raining a little bit.
Oh yeah, it was supposed to.
Boy. The rollers.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it's clever.
This is, yeah, because I would think that you wouldn't be able to launch a kayak from a dock very easily, but that, I guess, makes it possible.
Yeah.
So that's really neat. If we come back with the kayaks, we can camp over here, and then you just go right to the end of your loop and launch the kayak.
Pretty good setup.
It is. And then there's kayak trails that you can actually follow that go up into the cypress swamp. Actually, I think this is a cypress right here. Oh, that's the island. Yeah, that's pretty neat too.
It's a different thing.
We had to come back and get our raincoats, but we're still gonna try to take a walk.
Short one.
Redford doesn't like the rain.
Nah.
This loop here is the walk-in tent sites. They're not really walk-in. I guess you could park, but there is a parking lot at the end where you're supposed to leave your car. And then over here, the next loop is the trailers and such. Okay, that way.
We just cut through, that's all. The main road.
You could drive to it.
Yeah.
We just saw a bunch of people playing disc golf. I don't really know anything about it. I've never tried, but I know a lot of state parks have them, so it's got to be pretty popular. We were trying to figure it out. It's, I guess, pretty similar to golf. Guessing. Lost and found discs.
There's some like...
It looks like a golf course.
Yeah, it looks like they got best people messing around. They got stickers in here.
Oh, we should have brought our sticker. Ah. They have like clubs, I bet.
Yeah, people leave their mark.
You got pine cone.
Cypress Point is a nice looking day use area. There's an open pavilion, there's a fully screened in pavilion, a lot of picnic tables and areas where you can grill. But we decided to walk back to our cabin because we were getting kind of cold and wet, and we felt like it was time to start a fire and try to warm up. The nice thing is that the cabin is heated, and the heat really did work very well.
Oh, heat.
Yay. And just with that little bit of exploring, Redford was pretty worn out, but he was able to get up and come outside when we started the fire. But even this did not last very long, because just when we got the fire going and we started to settle in, it started to rain harder. And as much as we tried to tough it out, eventually the rain just got too heavy and we had to give it up and go inside.
We did not stay up until midnight last night. By the time we got here, it was like 8:30, probably after 9 by the time we actually brought the stuff into the cabin with the little carts and everything. So it was a pretty long day. We were tired. Redford was the first one to fall asleep, so I blame it on him. But we woke up at midnight because a lot of the other campers who were here stayed up. And all of a sudden you just heard everybody yelling, "Happy New Year!" And it kind of like traveled around the campsite. It was kind of funny. It was like down here and then over there. And then people were banging pots. And it was really, really kind of neat to hear that, like people just yelling all over the campground. Because it's the only time it's acceptable to yell at midnight when you're camping. And then we promptly went back to sleep. It's raining, so we didn't get to do our campfire tonight. Instead, we brought the new projector and the screen and we put it over the side of the bunk, so we're gonna have a movie night instead.
This was actually a Christmas gift from Patrick's parents so that we could watch movies on a big screen. And since we knew the weather was not going to be great this weekend, we thought we would bring the screen with us to do movie night.
Alright, so this is the home movie setup, or the camping movie setup. Just our tripod that we used to film, and just a small projector. Got it hooked up right here with the HDMI. And you can get these little plugs for your cell phone and adapters.
And then we have the screen up,
Yeah.
which is just like a giant sheet. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, when the lights are out, it looks
better.
pretty good. And then here's the audience.
Yeah. Oh, and the big thing is the Bose sound speaker.
Oh, where's the speaker?
Right there on the
It's
floor.
up there. All right,
Your Bluetooth speaker.
movie time.
Thanks for coming along with us for our New Year's trip. Be sure to subscribe so that you are notified when part 2 of our weekend in this rustic cabin comes out.
Injustice, the next president to be. The news and what you hear, your career. It's time for you to face those fears, and it's all fair. To be aware, and I'll be there, so don't be scared. Just take a deep breath of air. And 1, 2, 3 to 10, you begin to focus again. And though time flies, we'll have enough to realize this bigger than the both of us.